Hey guys, Daniel here, and today we have a comparison between the rival 300, 700, and the new 310. I have a full review over at Boarded Works channel, so I'll link that at the end. So start off with the oldest one, the 300. As you can kind of tell, it's kind of dirty. I've had this for a while. Besides, it's a dry rubber and it's textured with dots. Now on the top, it's one whole piece and it's more of a rubber matte finish. Moving on to 700, the first thing you notice is its weight. Out of all three, this is by far the heaviest one, but it is modular, unlike the other two. Now you can take off the back piece, have it printed to whatever you like. You can also take out the back panel, and SteelSeries sell different types of shells, whether it's color or textured, and you can customize it to whatever you want. Now on the side buttons and the rubber textured is pretty much almost the same. Again, it's more of a dry rubber. Now on the 700, you do have the extra button and a screen to display whatever you want, your name, your logo, or some game information on certain games. Now you do have your two orange dots, which pretty much let your thumb know where it's exactly at. It's the same concept on your keyboard with the F and J keys. Now on the bottom of the 700, you can also change sensors and you can also change the USB cable. So if it breaks, you can easily buy another one. Now with the quality, I think this one has the best quality out of all three. Now since it's modular, hopefully SteelSeries will release the new sensor for the 700 as well. And for you guys who don't know about the new sensor, it's on the new rival 310. Now the sensor is called TrueMove 3, where it gives you the most accurate mouse movement under 3500 CPI. SteelSeries work with PixArt to create the sensor, and they claim it as their most or the first accurate mouse. So it's saying it'll give you that true esports performance. Now it's lightweight 90-gram plastic construction, it has a matte finish, so it's very smooth on the palm. Now since it's a rival, all three has its similar shape for the right-handed users, and it has a CPI switcher in the middle. Now the scroll wheel is a lot more harder on the 700 than the 310 and the 300. If you like the harder stops on the scroll wheel, then 700 is the way to go. Between the 310 and the 300, it's kind of similar, but on the 310 is a hair harder than the 300. Now the shell has changed and the side grip as well. On the 310, you can tell it's textured and it's, of course, it's a different color, but it's a soft rubber. So the friction on my skin to the rubber, it's a lot more than the old 300 or the 700. By far the 310 is the most grippiest mouse. It's soft to the point where you can press your fingers against it and you can feel that mush. So this makes it the most comfortable one out of the two. Now since it's a plastic shell, it's super easy to clean. You can wipe it with a damp towel, or for this purpose, I just lick my thumb and just wipe away. I know it's not the cleanest, but it's just to show you how easy it is to clean this mouse. Now to be honest, I think the 310 is a major upgrade to the 300. Now it does have a small difference. The 300 is slightly taller than the 310, but I have small hands, so it doesn't make a huge difference for me. Now the side buttons are a bit different. There are two buttons there, but one of them is slightly longer. On the 310, it's more rounded than the 300, which is more flat. So on the 310, it sticks out a little bit more than the 300. So both of these shells are different. One's rubber, one's plastic, but they both have a matte finish. Now of course, the 310 is a lot smoother in your palms than the 300. Like before, how I easily cleaned the 310, it will be really hard to clean on the 300 because of its rubber material. On the 300, I can easily glide my thumb, but on the 310, it takes me some sort of pressure or strength to glide my skin against the rubber grip. Both of these have identical weight. I mean, you can't really feel a difference when you move it around and when you pick it up, but with the side grips, it's a huge difference on both of these mouses. Now I did a comparison between the 300 and the 700 a while ago, and the 310 is so much of an upgrade. I would say now it's either the 310 or the 700. Of course, the 310 has a new and upgraded sensor, but the 700 may get that soon. So if you saw my last comparison video between 300 and 700, most of my points still remains the same, except for the size of the mouse. Now these two are more closer to each other, so for those who have medium and large hands, it might not be as comfortable as the 300. So if you want something lightweight, easy to clean, more of a modern look, more comfortable with the side grips, and easily pressed buttons on the side, then I would definitely pick the 310. If you don't mind the weight, you want something more modular, like switching the shell, sensor, having a use for that screen on the side, and an extra button, this mouse is kind of like future-proofing yourself. So if you like all of that, get the 700. So throughout my experience with all three, I would definitely go for the 310 because I do like lightweight mouses. I barely use the side screen on the 700 and the extra button on the side. I mean, it's nice to have vibrate options on certain games like CSGO when a round starts or when you pick up the bomb, but I do find the 310 much more comfortable to use. The side button sticks out a little bit more since it's rounded, so it's easier to press. So I am officially moving away from the 700 into the 310. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll put up my old comparison video and my full review over at Boarded Works channel. If you like my work, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.